What is up, book nerds? This is the return of the I Predict. Sorry, it's taken a minute to get this one out. I've been a little bit busy in my personal life, but hey, we are finally back with an I Predict the Buffalo Bills season. I've seen a lot of varying opinions. I've seen 12-5. I've seen 5-12. Let's hop into this. So the Buffalo Bills open up the season with a win, 24-16, against the Arizona Cardinals. I feel like most people will agree this is an obvious win for the Bills, but I keep it close because the Bills defense has lost a lot of key pieces, and I feel like the Cardinals will be an underrated unit this year. They got Marvin Harrison Jr., Kyler Murray's not bad. I'm hearing a lot of buzz with their tight ends. Uh, yeah, so 24-16. Okay, here's where the Bills suffer their first loss of the season. They go 1-1, and they lose to the Miami Dolphins. I do trust Sean McDermott more than I trust Mike McDaniel, but I also don't know if the Bills can deal with Miami's wide receiver core this early in the season, especially since I don't know how their team chemistry is going to develop. And this is in Miami, so we don't have the argument that Tua can't survive in cold weather since he's literally in his home stadium. So I'll give the Dolphins the win. And then I have the Bills suffering another loss to the Jags, 24-19. The Jags have just always had the Bills' number in recent history. And I mean, I feel like the Jags will be good and the Bills will still be suffering from like an early season slump. So I'll give the Jags the win. Okay. Now we have their loss to the Ravens. When it comes to the Baltimore Ravens, I just see them as force to be reckoned with. They're going to be complete offensive firepower. I feel like this is when the Bills finally start to show like their sparks of like what they could be. Let's see if I'm not mistaken, this is one of is this their highest scoring offensive matchup so far? Yes, this is their highest scoring, most points their offense has scored. Even though Baltimore does have a good defense, I mean, didn't they? What's it? Casual moment right now, but okay, casual moment resolved. They lost Patrick Queen, which is going to hurt them, but they still are a better team than the Buffalo Bills. This question of Kellen Moore actually win a championship and actually do anything with this regular season success. Okay, now we have the Bills game against the Texans. I've already talked about this at length in my I Predict the Houston Texans video. But if you haven't seen it or haven't seen it in a while, here's a refresher. Tight-knit game of the week contender, thrilling matchup. Bills win it at the last second, 28-27. Now we have another close game with the Bills against the Jets. Bills win 23-20. Close game, kind of mid-scoring. Another Rodgers loss. And Bills back at 500. The Bills continued their win streak with a extremely close game against the Titans. I still haven't decided how I feel about the Titans. I like Will Levis. I don't especially love anything about his play style. I don't really know how to feel. Their coach did well in Cincinnati, but I still don't think they're as proven as the Bills, so I will give the Bills the win. Now we have a game of the year contender, Bills v. Seahawks. I know a lot of people have been downplaying the Seahawks, but I still have a lot of faith in them. I'll say it's a 40-39 shootout. Bills win it last second, probably going to overtime. Overall, great game. Yeah. Okay, now I have a 28-17 game against the Dolphins. this game is now in Buffalo, and we all know Tua can't win in the cold. So basically, enough said. Bills win. Okay, now we have the Bills beating the Colts. This one was a very weird game for me personally because I was thinking about how I would structure my I Predict the Colts video, which is coming up soon. And I wound up giving the Bills the win because Josh Allen is more proven than Anthony Richardson. I like both the coaches, both Sean McDermott and Shane Steichen. Colts are a very similar team than they were last year. Bills have lost a lot of people. But really, just off of how proven, I just don't know enough about Anthony Richardson to give him the win. And that's how I came up with this. Now we have the Bills v Chiefs game. Classic. I have it being 42-31. Same thing from the I Predict the Chiefs video. A lot of people said it's too high scoring, but I just try to make this game as entertaining as possible. And shootouts are my favorite type of NFL game. Some of you probably already guessed that. Now we have the Bills beating the Niners. This is probably one of my hottest takes when it comes to predictions. And the Niners are my third favorite team, so you can't even say that I'm biased against them. But this is going to be a surprise. I mean, I was very high on the Niners in the Niners video. If you want to see the rest of those takes, please check that video out. But Bills win this game 26-24. And officially have a winning record. Okay, now we have the Bills beating the Rams 27-14. I know a lot of you have been saying that I've been not giving Matthew Stafford his credit. I will say this. His mind is still good. Like his mind, he's still 21. But his body's getting older. He can't throw like how he used to. I mean, the Rams, they have a very solid, they're probably one of the best wide receiver duos in the league with Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua. I didn't think Cooper Kupp would ever be the number 2 receiver on that Rams team. I mean, as long as Puka Nacua doesn't have a sophomore slump, they're a good team, but I give it to the Bills. And the Bills' win streak comes to an end in a loss to the Detroit Lions 26-20. This is probably my favorite game of the Lions that's not against the Green Bay Packers. This was the Lions were one of the first team. The Lions were the first team I did the I Predict series for. If you want to see that, if you want to see the rest of those picks, check it out. But they're just a better team than the Bills. I mean, the Bills have been on fire for what is it now? They went from 1-3 to 10-3, so like a 9-game win streak. But eventually, it has to come to an end, and Jared Goff beats Josh Allen. Now we have a very simple game. Bills beat Patriots 23-13. Drake May has an alright game. Bills underperform a little bit, a little shaky after. Okay, Jets finally get a win 30-28. Don't let this file get corrupted right now. A heart attack. Because Canva just suddenly feels like dying.